Hey guys, welcome back if you are new over here to my second channel. So, this is part of the request that my Patreons have made recently that I was uploading over here. If you want to request a video, I only do that in my Patreon, which is linked in the description box below, patreon.com/psychicbellalove. And we have all kinds of exclusive content over there, and I will be uploading some videos strictly for them over there later on today. But in the meantime, I am doing this type of way so I don't have to wait for things to upload because I was trying to do this yesterday and didn't feel good. So now I have to squeeze it in between clients, which is why I'm not on video because I couldn't go set everything up in the time that I had to do this. So we're going to take a look at why the Grammys will seemingly give any other Grammy to Beyoncé except for Album of the Year, which is the one that she doesn't have. So let's take a look and see what Spirit and the Cards have to say. And listen, if you haven't figured it out by now, the Grammys is all scams and politics and payola and who you know and who's blackballed and who's not, and it's none of it is really truly based off of, is this person really the best new artist, on top of, is this person really a best artist, not a best artist but a new artist in the first place. Cough cough, when we've seen people who've been releasing music for 10 years straight suddenly become eligible for that category. And so it's all just, basically a bunch of BS. So never take it seriously. It's, because look at how Nicki always gets screwed. The Weeknd and Drake don't even submit music to it anymore, which I just wish everybody would follow suit because then they would be forced to have to change how they go about things. So, you know. But obviously, they, gave those Grammys to Megan for Savage because it benefited Beyonce. On top of, Rock Nation, let's not get it twisted. They have an investment in Megan. So it works for them too when she wins awards. But in that case, it was very much, we're trying to get Beyonce because didn't she like break some record that night with those nominations? So it's like, obviously, her being involved was the main motivation, and then it was just an extra benefit to Rock Nation to also be like, oh, look at our artist won a Grammy too. So, it's like the Grammys are always playing games and boosting the Carters. Yet they never want to give Beyonce that Album of the Year award. They'll give it to Adele and other people, and they always leave her high and dry when it comes down to it with that one. So, okay, the first thing is that, if you've listened to anything that I've said, especially recently, and the people that are in my Patreon will definitely know more about this. And again, if you want to know more about this, go to patreon.com/psychicbellalove. I have more than covered Beyonce in there. Is all of these people are controlled in one way or another. And the way that the industry really gets around things like that too is boosting the artist or the entertainer's ego and then making them bank on that inflated ego to then want to go down in history as the greatest of all time, or I got the most Grammys, or I had the most number ones, or I'm a legend, and it all ties back into the satanic part of being living gods on this plane, but obviously not having a place in heaven. And so while they do that, there's always, we have to still have something to control you, because ego, what is the thing that happens? It gets out of control, and then somebody starts feeling like, well, because I have the most Grammy awards ever, because I have the most number ones ever, because I did this, I'm going to start saying no to certain things, or I'm going to start trying to make demands. And so Spirit is saying that it really is this like dangling carrot on a stick for Beyoncé, where they can still control her and make her do certain things, whether that's, we want you to push a certain agenda, or we want you to convince everybody to start sticking rocks up their nose, or whatever the hell it is that they want her to do. She's then going to do it, because that ultimate promise of, once you've done enough for us, then we'll finally give you Album of the Year. And they know that that's the one that she wants the most. So there's a lot of talks, because, again, remember, Renaissance was supposed to be this 3-part album, and we've only gotten the first part of it at this point. There is a lot of pre-planning, talking, negotiating going on from Jay-Z and other people on his end, of trying to make sure that the second or third parts of these albums, that come out, will actually take that home. Don't be surprised if we don't hear about some other business that Jay-Z ends up selling off to somebody, because Spirit's talking about something that Jay-Z owns being that bargaining chip. And so it's like, okay, you have this company. How much do you want for it? Because we've been wanting it. And then once you give it to us, at a fair price, which means sell it for less than it's worth, but we'll let you claim that you made a shit ton of money on the deal when it's announced, is a favor. And then it's like, okay, well, now we'll let your wife have it. Because I do feel like there's some sketchy other shit going on in the backgrounds in order to make that happen. Which Spirit's saying, a lot of these deals that we hear about Jay making like that are things like that, where it's like, okay, well, you're best friends with the Live Nation people, and we need to, make more money on the back end off the tickets, or make sure that they sell out faster, or this or that weird thing happens as far as that's concerned. So I'll sell my liquor business, I guess. But they're still puppets on a string, guys. Nothing that they do is genuine or really truly came from them. Somebody else is over them, ordering them around and telling them what to do in order for them to keep up with the life that they've created for themselves, and to keep getting certain things. So, oh boy. It's just, but at the end of the day, too, it's always a competition, because it's like, well, maybe Jay did this and this and this, but then Puffy did more. So the person he wants to win Album of the Year ends up getting it. But this is why I always tell you guys, too. The devil will make you all kinds of promises, and he will even let you have some things. But he's always going to come back and take it all away from you in the end, and then take more than he loaned you. Because the devil is a lie. So, anyways, guys, I love you. I am going to go. I have to call somebody. I hope everybody has a great day. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel and have your notifications on, because I will be dropping more videos on this channel. And we will be live on the main channel tomorrow if you want to join the Patreon, or book your own personal private reading, and you can use code PRIDE for 40% off at checkout on psychicbellalove.com. That information will also be in the description box below. And I will talk to you later. Bye.